What up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Film Bros podcast. I'm your host, JP. This is my co-host, Josh.
Hello.
We're here to bring you guys everything movie and film news. Today, we have a lot to discuss, so we're just going to jump right in there. But before we do, if you guys are interested in whatever platforms that we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, and we're also on YouTube. Correct?
Yeah. At FilmBros podcast on YouTube. We're also on TikTok and Twitter. For TikTok, our name is different. We'll get you guys that toward the end of the episode.
Well said. And all of our previous episodes are all on YouTube in their entirety. So if you guys want to listen to old podcasts, they're on YouTube. Go ahead and check those out. So let's just go ahead and start jumping right in. First thing I wanted to talk about, we're going to switch it up. We're going to do the littler news first this time, and then we're going to go to the bigger news, the more hitting news. I wanted to talk about that new Avatar trailer that dropped yesterday. We didn't get a chance to talk about it. I wanted to talk about it today. It was beautiful. It was amazing. As I told you, I was able to go and watch the re-release in theaters, and they had a little clip at the end, and it kind of had what was in the trailer. And that movie just looks like ahead, like kind of like what the first movie did, made that groundbreaking achievements. Like it feels like it's doing it again. Like history is repeating, but this time, the way of the water. You feel me? Like everything just looks amazing. This movie's gonna make me cry. This movie will make me cry in theaters like a baby. What were your thoughts on the trailer?
Well, I didn't get the pleasure of watching the re-release. But right off the bat, the trailer looks really good. Maybe it's just the size of my phone or how cracked the screen is, but it looks really good to me. I'm excited for this movie. This is the one movie I've been anticipating, other than Black Adam. But yeah, it looks good.
He's not lying about that phone thing. He drops his phone constantly.
It's not...
That screen is cracked. It's so bad. It's like a 13-year-old girl's.
It's not a screen. It's the screen protector.
There's difference. Right. It's not a screen. It's a soccer ball because it's kicked all around all over the place.
No.
But yeah, that trailer looks sick. I know Sigourney Weaver's coming back, and this trailer kind of gave us an idea of what the story's going to be. It looks like I believe it's like a time jump, like a few years time jump. Looks like the humans are coming back to try to reclaim Pandora. There's some returning characters like Sigourney Weaver. She's actually playing the daughter in the movie. Yeah, it seems like it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to bring back old characters because the old general is coming back as well. You know him, the dude that was like, they could send me back home, make me pretty again.
Yeah, that guy who had a real vendetta against those aliens, he wasn't invading their planet.
Exactly. Yeah, like, oh wow, I stepped on their land and got slapped, and it's their fault. Like,
they're fighting back. How could they?
I don't know, but the movie's gonna be great. It's gonna be interesting. It looks immaculate in the trailers. I'm looking forward to it. What do you think?
Definitely looking forward to it. This has been the movie I've been looking forward to. Besides Black Adam, 2022 has had some good movies, but I think this one will take the cake.
I feel like this one's gonna be the best movie of the year for sure, 100%. I believe that in my soul.
Yeah,
as a true fan of the first one, because I remember watching it in theaters the first time around, and being able to watch it a second time around, for 4K, all that stuff remastered in IMAX. I'm hyped for the second one. I'm ready to go. Ready to go.
It's gonna be good.
But moving on, another trailer that popped up and kind of surprised me. I don't know if you got around to seeing it or not. The Santa Clauses. Tim Allen's back as Santa Claus.
Oh yeah, I saw this.
It's supposed to be, I believe it's a Disney Plus series, or it might be a movie. I think I heard it was a series. So, it's gonna be a series. I seen the trailer. It looked like he's giving up the reins, and he gave them up too soon, it says in the trailer, and now he's going through all these shenanigans, and it seems like he's gonna pass the torch to somebody. What do you think? Did you get to see the trailer?
I saw the trailer, but I don't know. It doesn't look. It looks like they're just trying to rekindle that old flame because this sounds kind of like the second movie.
Don't shit on my Christmas dreams.
It kind of sounds like the second movie. We call it. Not that he was retiring, but the fact that he left the role too early. He left it in charge. And the second one, if you remember, he left it to a robot or whatever, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The robot ended up, fucking things up.
Totally original as a person this time.
Okay. I guess. But, I mean, it could be fun. It looks like a lot of fun. Good thing to see him back as Santa Claus, I guess.
I think it's probably going to be one of those corny Disney movies, Christmas movies like that you kind of seen on Lifetime and stuff like that, but with Tim Allen in it. I'm just more happy to see Tim Allen back in the role because seeing him a lot older and everything now, I'm just like... I remember when I watched the first Santa Claus movie as a child.
Listen, if you want to watch Santa Claus and Tim Allen, just watch Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Oh, man. No, I want more.
No, there's.
I already know what happens in that movie. I need another movie that's going to tell me that I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh. Well, I'm pretty sure we know what's going to happen. Okay, he's not going to give up the reins. I don't think he's going to retire. He's going to be like, that's a mistake. We did too early. And then watch. They're going to make another one. I'm calling it now.
Plot twist, Buzz is going to crash into his house and they're going to have a meta moment where Buzz is going to be like, hey, you sound like me.
Or unless they go with the dude that played him in Lightyear.
Oh, Chris Evans, yeah. What
if he replaces him then too and he's just like angry about it?
Damn, that'd be hella meta. That'd be crazy. But yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to see this cheesy iteration.
It could be a lot of fun, but yeah. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, you might be right. It might be a little predictable, but it's the holidays. We all know what happens in Christmas movies. Everything gets resolved and hope and the Christmas spirit prevails. Duh. Yeah, and we also got a new trailer for Spirited. Will Ferrell, Ryan Reynolds. Looks funnier than the first trailer that rolled around. That was going to be on Apple TV. Did you get around to seeing that one?
I did not see that one.
No. Definitely worth a watch. It looks funny to me. Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell are going to have this like funny blend of comedy. You know how Reynolds is and you know how Will Ferrell is.
Yes,
so
I can picture
having their quirky personalities. I'll probably show you after the pod. Hopefully, this is for you guys too out there. We will be getting our YouTube up and we'll be able to, show those trailers live. If we didn't see it, we'll be able to put them on there, actually show. We're working everything out. We'll be bringing you guys the best quality we can.
Exactly.
100%. In other news, so that Winnie the Pooh movie, Blood and Honey, is not only going to get a theatrical release, but the director's already looking ahead. And we're also going to be getting a Peter Pan horror movie called Neverland Nightmare. I'm surprised that this movie's getting a release. I heard it only took 10 days to film. So if this movie actually does pretty good, I don't know. I might be excited to see another version of our childhood characters just going ballistic.
Yeah. It took 10 days. That's crazy. What if it ends up looking better than the Jeepers Creepers?
I'm just saying. What if it does? Or what if it's on par with Jeepers Creepers and it makes it to theaters? I don't know. It's kind of sketchy. I'm pretty sure it's a low budget. It looks like a slasher film, so I'm pretty sure it's not going to take a lot of CGI like how Jeepers Creepers did. That new one just looks so bad, really bad. Yeah, Neverland Nightmare.
That one sounds... I think I can picture what it'll be like in my head. Except him taking kids. He's kidnapping kids.
That's probably what's going to happen. There's going to be some kind of twist with it. But but getting Blood and Honey getting a theater release, are we getting tickets for that or what?
I suppose. We can. I don't see why not. It'll just be weird, I think, seeing Winnie the Pooh and
Piglet going ham on people.
Going ham. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Piglet going ham.
Yeah. I mean, there's not really much. I think they only put out like one trailer for that movie so far.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't have a release date for next year, right?
No, it doesn't have a release date just yet. But if they're already planning a theatrical release, I'm pretty sure they're looking into a date.
Yeah.
And if it's like a short budget, I'm probably it's gonna be in theaters for maybe like a month or so, not even too long. Probably be like a limited thing. We also got word about the Last of Us TV series. It's gonna be dropping January 15th next year.
Yep, I'm excited.
Top of the year.
Yeah,
I'm excited. Who's it? The Mandalorian? What's his name again? Pedro Pascal. Yeah, he's gonna be playing the father and
Joel.
Yeah, Joel. And I don't know. I know who is gonna be playing her, but I don't know her name. The daughter. I don't think I've seen her in a lot of projects, but I'm excited for it. I love the game. Have yet to play the second Last of Us.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't played that one either.
I don't know if they're gonna like adapt it to go into the second game, so I'm probably gonna have to play that soon just to see what that looks like. But excited for the TV show.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I think Pedro Pascal fits the whole Joel physique. I know a lot of people were campaigning for Hugh Jackman, oddly enough.
Yeah,
but I think they did a solid pick with Pedro.
Yeah, no, I think this show is gonna be amazing. I've been seeing like the behind the scenes stuff and these little like leaks of the certain sets and everything, and it looks very faithful.
Yeah, I want to see the clickers in live action.
Mm-hmm. I heard they had like this little like snippet for HBO Max like showcasing their stuff, and at the end they had that little snippet of the little clickers, and I was like, oh
yeah,
I was like, oh yeah, this show's gonna be good for sure. I can't wait. Vince Vaughn says that there's a dodgeball sequel that he just needs the green light from Ben Stiller to get the second dodgeball off the ground. I don't know if anybody was asking for it, but hey, I liked the first one. It was funny. It might be good a second time around. I don't know. Took so many years to get a script though.
I know it's gonna be a bumpy road for sure, especially if it's barely getting a green light or in the making, whatever.
I think Ben Stiller would be down.
He'd have to get in shape again.
That's true.
And he's how old?
They can do some kind of work.
This is like the equivalent of him doing another Zoolander.
No, I don't think that he's like out of shape right now. He recently did this little trailer thing for Ragnarok. I don't know if you've seen.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
So he could just hit the gym.
Oh, Vaughn was in that too, right?
Who?
Vince Vaughn was in that little trailer too.
Yeah,
right?
he was.
Him and the dude from Greece.
Him. John Travolta.
Yeah, John Travolta.
It's crazy to see him again.
Yeah, he was bald.
He just pops in here and there. I mean, I'm used to seeing him bald. I think he made a movie where he was like that, the train one.
I don't even.
Yeah. But yeah, if they're down for a dodgeball sequel, I'm down to watch it. What about you?
Yeah, I'll be down to watch it too. The first one was hilarious. It's just feels like it's coming out of left field, I think.
Man, and this one kind of threw me for a loop. I don't know what this means, so I'm just gonna ask you, and you kind of give me an interpretation of what it is. Anthony and Joe Russo recently, got questioned about that live action Hercules that they're gonna be helping produce. They said that it's gonna be an experimental inspired by TikTok. So I'm assuming it's already gonna be a musical because the original cartoon was a musical. But what do they mean by inspired by TikTok? Are we gonna have some classy, bougie, ratchet or something? Like, what's gonna happen?
I will ask a refund for my ticket. I gotta be real. I don't wanna why do they have to fuck with things? Why can't they just remake them? You know what I mean?
Like, is Hercules gonna be on TikTok?
This sounds terrible. I have no hopes for this. I don't know what any of this means. That doesn't make any sense. TikTok based? What the are they gonna have phones? Is it gonna be modern? Are they not gonna be in ancient Greece? You know what I mean? This doesn't make any sense. Instead of pottery, it's gonna be phones and vases.
I think what they mean, and this is my interpretation of it, is that obviously it's gonna be musical, like the cartoon.
I would hope so.
But what I'm thinking is that they're gonna have, I don't know if he means by TikTok they're gonna have certain dance moves that are kind of like TikTok where they're kind of in place and dancing and stuff like that, or are they gonna do You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what they mean
Yeah.
inspired by TikTok, and how much inspiration are they taking? Are they flat out just going to copy and paste, or are they going to, try to tweak it and make it their own? It's going to be interesting to see. Um, Anthony and Joe Russo, they made Infinity War, they made Endgame, they made all kinds of movies that we love so far. So, I mean, in them we trust, but are we trusting too much?
That shit just makes no sense to me. I can't picture what that looks like when you tell me that. When I picture Hercules, I picture the movie, the animated movie.
Uh-huh.
In live action, I can't see whatever the hell they're trying to do with it. I just hope it still has good songs. Whether they add to it or not, it's up to them. But I hope they keep the original songs because those ones are bangers.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see what they're gonna cook up. It sounds kind of weird, so it's most definitely probably gonna be kind of weird. I can't. I just can't. I guess we're just gonna have to wait to see what they mean, because I don't know what they mean.
Yeah, no.
It's hard to interpret that. I wish they would have dug deeper in the interview. But what they did say in the interview, because it sounds like they're gonna be a little bit busy, but they're not gonna be helming any MCU movies anytime soon. So, I mean, it sounds like they got a full plate, right?
What the? This movie's taking up their whole schedule?
I don't think it's just this movie. I think they probably have more, but a lot of people are speculating that they're probably going to come back for Secret Wars, and they're basically flat out saying, I don't think we're going to be doing that, so.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Unless they're just capping just so we can get off their trail, and they're going to be like, psych.
No, I don't know. I think someone else should take the reins instead of them.
Just so other people can get a chance. But if we can get a movie kind of like how Infinity War was, in my opinion, Infinity War is one of the best MCU movies, and it was well made. So, Endgame, it was strong, but I don't think it reached as high as Infinity War. So, I mean, if they had Secret Wars, I would not put it past them that they could make a good Secret Wars movie.
Yeah, I don't know. It just depends. I still have no idea what they mean by TikTok adjacent. That sounds weird.
Hey, we're just gonna have to wait and see at this point. I thought you could have made sense of this mess,
No.
but I mean, if you have no answers, I have no answers. You guys let us know out there. If you guys think what I think, do you think it's gonna be a good movie, or go ahead and add us at FilmBros Podcast on Twitter and let us know your guys' thoughts. What is your interpretation of this?
Yeah. Let us know, because I still have no idea what the hell that means.
Yeah, man, it's different. It's different for sure. In another interview with I believe with IGN, Henry Cavill says that he can't wait to have long talks with James Gunn about Superman. And supposedly he already had disagreements with the direction of The Witcher since season 2. And he was planning to depart. Do you think that that's just a little diversion to be like, hey, I didn't just get Superman and just leave The Witcher. We've been having problems,
No.
Like a bad breakup trying to make the girl look like the bad person,
Yeah, no. I told you earlier, man, like in the last couple episodes when we talked about this. He's always been having trouble with like their direction and stuff, because he wanted to stay faithful to I forget if it's the books or the games, but the people making it were like, no, that shit's ass. You know what I mean? That's why they like started drifting away from the source material. So his creative differences were pretty much that. Like, he wanted to play The Witcher more faithful to the source material, while the writers and stuff didn't. So it makes sense that he wanted to leave around that time, because it just means that he's always been wanting to leave. It's not that Superman picked up. It's more like, sure, you can look at it as him, like, taking Superman and being like, all right, this is my ticket, but I'm pretty sure he's always wanted to go.
Okay, so do you think that maybe because he got the Superman ticket, that was his, like, cue to be like, you know what? I don't have to put up with this. I can just leave now. Like, maybe he already had those issues or whatever, but that Superman ticket was like that,
I would
that
think
little
so.
pass that said, hey, you know what? All right, this is my time to eject. I can finish off what they gave me with season 3, and, head out to bigger things.
Yeah, I would think so, because like, it's not him being a diva, it's the fact that he's been doing The Witcher for almost like 3 years now, 4 years now, something like that. And like, if you're tired with their direction and stuff, then like it's time to go at that point, because he's always been one of those people that are like, yeah, I'll do it if I love the character. And
Mm.
if he loves the character so much that he doesn't want to play the version that they're writing because it's not the same one from the source material,
Yeah.
then yeah, he should totally leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, if he was having disagreements, I do agree. And yeah, it's just there's been a lot of debate, I believe, on Twitter of like his intentions and stuff. And Grace Randolph was saying like, he's one of those people that looks out for only himself kind of thing. So I mean, I guess it can go both ways. He could have selfishly just ejected since the beginning, or he could have really had problems and this was his ticket out. Like we never know, but we know that we're getting Superman back. I mean, The Witcher. I mean, if you guys are looking for, if you guys like The Witcher, and hopefully Liam Hemsworth, fills your guys' stomach for now.
Yeah.
Um. Also, with that, Zaslav was also in the news as well, saying that and I quote. Let me pull out that quote real quick. We're gonna have a real focus on franchises. We haven't had a Superman movie in 13 years, and we haven't had a Harry Potter movie in 15 years. So it sounds like, and he also says that if J.K. Rowling is on board to make more Harry Potter movies, he's on board to produce more. Do you feel like this is a good move on his part?
Well, yeah. I mean, because they need to stop canceling things and start making more things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing is with J.K. Rowling is,
Okay.
you know about her,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know about what she's done and what she said, about the whole gay community, stuff like that, LGBT stuff. Um, that's the only reason why Warner Brothers said like they haven't been wanting to do movies with her. And I mean, Daniel Radcliffe came out before and basically stood up for the LGBT because he said like there was a lot of people that related to that character that were trans, gay, all this stuff.
No, yeah.
So I mean, do you think Zaslav's more thinking of that dollar sign and is willing to overlook everything that happened? Do you feel like that'll affect Harry Potter? Do you think that Daniel Radcliffe siding with everybody else and not really agreeing with J.K. Rowling? Do you think that we can get more Harry Potter movies?
It wasn't just him, right? It was the dude that played Draco.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the actress that played Hermione or Ron came out and said anything.
I don't think I've heard anything from them, but I know Daniel Radcliffe was one who was advocating.
No, yeah, I think it would be a little tough to like get them all together again because there's been so much controversy. You know what I mean? It's not like they were young and stuff. Like this has been recent stuff she's been saying.
Yeah.
So if she can make movies and books and stuff without them, then that's just Warner Brothers being like, you know what, they don't really care. Like we just want to pump out money.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get her in the chair. Like let's get a cast together. If it isn't Radcliffe, which would probably piss people off.
Yeah.
If it isn't Radcliffe or the original actors, it'll piss people off. But I mean, isn't there only like one book left from the Harry Potter series to like adapt?
Yeah, it's that new one. The Curse of the Child is supposed to be about Harry Potter's son and his time at Hogwarts and all that. So, I mean, they could do it. I heard the play was really good. I heard that it was a solid story. I know Daniel Radcliffe at one point was willing to sign on to do that adaptation. But that was before all the comments that J.K. Rowling made. So I'm not sure if it would be a problem, if maybe that's why they were going the Fantastic Beasts route, and that's why the third one wasn't as faithful because they were trying to make it up on their own instead of having J.K. Rowling help them out as much. So I feel like there's too much blood in the water to kind of mend that relationship unless Zaslav is literally going to overlook everything, give her anything that she wants, basically get her out of the jailhouse, and hopefully she stays, clean and not say those things and just show that, maybe she had some remorse for what she said before and stuff. I don't know. He would just have to give her a get out of jail free card.
Yeah, like there's a lot of controversy with that, and so like it would be it would be a lot to tie her name to it without her at least apologizing to the communities she said things to. And if that happens and they can rekindle that little relationship between the cast members and her, then cool, make another movie. I'd be happy to see it, but I know it's gonna be a minute before that happens because again, Zaslav has to work through that drama. The cast obviously have chosen their sides, saying that they don't agree with her. So why would they support her? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's gonna be the problem. So they would basically have to shake hands, be on the same page, be like, hey, you said these things when we're gonna need an apology, something, and we can work forward, we can make a deal, something, and I personally, I just want more Harry Potter movies. I know I'm not being insensitive towards that group. I just with or without J.K. Rowling, if they can make solid Harry Potter movies, I'd be down to watch them.
No, yeah, a lot of it is like, I think from an audience perspective, like yeah, you can think about the studio and stuff, but I think from an audience member's perspective, it's a lot of separating the art from the artist, because
it takes a village to make these movies. Yeah, it's not just one person.
That's why.
She is obviously, the characters are based on who she made, but the writers get a hand in this. The director gets a hand in this. Like everybody has a hand in this. It's not just one person. J.K. Rowling can give a baseline description of how she wants the movie to go or how she wants the direction to go, but at the end of the day, there's people hard working, that aren't really attached to her name, that just want to make a good Harry Potter movie.
Yeah, so like it's like her names are on the books, but like there's other names tied to the movies, you know what I mean? Like Daniel Radcliffe and the cast, they've been in the movies since they were small. So like should they get shit because they did the movie, even though J.K. Rowling's a shit person? Like, it's a lot of just separating the artist from the art. And if people are willing to look through it, then sure, make more Harry Potter movies. Again, I'm welcome to it. I usually end up separating art from artist. I know I don't agree with her views either, but like, if she's willing to apologize and stuff, then even better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well said. Hopefully they can find a good compromise, and hopefully we can get more Harry Potter movies, because Fantastic Beasts was doing it for me. It's just, it sucks with that whole drama with Johnny Depp and everything, and I feel like this is coming with a lot of Warner Brothers properties. There's a lot of, I feel in my opinion, there was a lot of things that Warner Brothers handled poorly when it came to their front, dealing with Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, dealing with Johnny Depp, J.K. Rowling, you know what I mean? Like, it seemed like they were listening to the fans too much when it came to the extreme stuff, and they didn't listen to the right fans that wanted, certain things done. So I feel like they basically made a mess, and Zaslav's doing his best to clean it up. How good of a janitor he is, we're going to find out, because, he's been chopping heads, he's been cleaning up the messes, he's been, basically trying to clean house and then, start from scratch. So if we can get some more Harry Potter movies out of that and more Superman movies, I'm down for it. I need to be fed. Harry Potter is a franchise that I love, and the last two Fantastic Beasts movies were okay, but they weren't, they weren't feeding me. The first Fantastic Beasts movie was solid.
Yeah, it was really good.
That one was really good. Why they didn't just ask Colin Farrell to come back instead of changing him completely in the third one is beyond me. But, like I said, these are the decisions that they made, and it's just, to me, it was too much. So, but yeah, what do you guys think? Are you guys excited for more Harry Potter movies? Do you think David Zaslav can mend the relationships and move us forward? Let us know at FilmBros Podcast on Twitter. Big Screen Leak has said that there was a test screening for Craven, and that apparently the test screening was saying basically that it's a solid film. So what do you think about that?
If it ends up being solid, I don't know. Every movie I hear like has screenings that always end up solid. Even Morbius had solid screenings before they fucked it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
I heard they changed that on the fly though, because of the success of No Way Home. They wanted to like stick to that multiversal stuff. And I heard that it was solid in the beginning,
Yeah.
but through the pandemic and all the rewrites and reshoots and everything, they just made a jumbled up mess. So.
No, yeah, that's why. So like Sony has or I guess Sony and Fox, because they both have movies that suffered from like reshoots and pushbacks and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have the potential to make these good movies. It's just they get pushed back, or they get rewritten, or this and that.
Oh, Craven is gonna be completely different. Apparently, instead of him being a hunter, he's gonna be an animal savior, and we're not gonna have any Spider-Man in that movie.
No, yeah.
So, and I feel like that's where Sony's really hurting, is not putting any Spider-Man in Spider-Man villain origin movies or anything like.
I know, but
at least put them at the end, tease them, do something. They haven't, we haven't even gotten an interaction between Spider-Man and Venom, and they're on the second movie of Venom, So
yeah, like, cause you got Venom, Morbius, Vulture now.
Vulture. I think between the two of us, we can do some good.
Craven, assuming Craven's part of this universe, you got Madam Web now. Like, you got these people coming together for Sinister Six, I'm assuming, but no Spider-Man. And I'm sure that's because they're either trying to figure out what to do with Andrew, or whether it be with Tom or whatever. Mm-hmm. But, like, where's Spider-Man? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, the only one that I can say has a definitive Spider-Man is Madam Web. And that's not even Peter. That's Gwen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't know where that's going to set up. I heard that there's going to be a couple Spider-Man in there. It's going to be kind of like a multiversal thing, but we don't know to what capacity. And, who knows? They could be hiring Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire in there. Who knows? But at the end of the day, where's the main Spider-Man? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Where's the main Spider-Man for this story that they're trying to bring? Is it, there's speculation that it might be Andrew Garfield in that world. There's speculation that Tom Holland's going to be jumping back and forth, but as of right now, Kraven the Hunter, I mean, if it's an actual test screening and they say that it's looking pretty good, that's fine. But I need some Spider-Man in them films, Sony. Come on, bro. Come on, dog.
Yeah, stop holding on to this. Just make a decision.
And speaking of Sony, apparently there's a rumor going around that Marvel and Sony are both getting closer to a deal to get more Spider-Man movies made through the MCU and all that. So, I mean, that's a positive thing, too, that Sony's doing. Is it helping their universe out? No. But making Marvel a bunch of money and probably making them, because I think that they take a bigger cut of the pie. Sony does. I think Marvel's actually taking a pay cut on this, but are willing to do it just to have Spider-Man in the movies.
Yeah.
And that's why I love Marvel. They're going to do whatever they can to make sure that they get who they need. They're throwing checks, boy. They throwing checks.
Yeah, because Sony doesn't want to hand them over. Which, I mean, I can imagine why they wouldn't. Spider-Man's a big, thing. But again, they're not really using him to his full advantage either. So
And even, right now, too, why would they? Like I said, they're getting a bigger cut of the pie, and Marvel's basically making the movies for them. So, I mean, they're basically sitting pretty. They do the hard work. They're the kid that basically copies, and, and you can tell how it is, too, because you could tell Spidey in the MCU is a completely different breed from the people that are over here in their own Sony-verse, you know what I mean? So you can tell who's making what, and Sony's kind of lacking on their side, so they need to kind of pick it up. Except, besides Into the Spider-Verse. They really nailed that one. So I'm really looking forward to Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
But everything else from Sony, not really so much. I mean, I'll watch it. I finally watched Morbius, and it was not Morbin time for me. I did not enjoy it.
I think what would really cement the Sony universe, I know it's a little off topic, but they should not to copy the formula from Marvel, but use Silver Sable as that stepping stone between movies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she's the one keeping tabs on them, you know what I mean? And they're the bad guys.
Kind of like the Amanda Waller of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't make them into a Suicide Squad, but like she's keeping tabs on them, and now you have Vulture, who's a multiversal jumper, trying to connect them all to stop Spider-Man. And again, whether they choose Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Peter, whatever, what do you call it, Silver Sable could be that stepping stone. Hey, you have these targets on your back now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They're forming a team. They're making an alliance to stop you. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's just they need to utilize their characters better.
Yeah, Sony got to do something. They gotta clean up the mess on their end, because I'm excited for their slate. Is just you can't be too excited not without Spider-Man. I'm gonna stand my ground on that. You can't have this Spider-Verse, Sony-verse, whatever, without Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We have yet to see him. With that down, let's move on to the next things. Star Wars Acolyte. You know, we've been getting some recent casting. We got Amanda Stanberg,
Yes.
Jodie Turner-Smith, Manny Jacinto, Lee Jung-jae from Squid Game. And now, they confirmed today, Daphne King is going to be an Acolyte. If you guys don't know who that is, she is the daughter of Wolverine in Logan.
She played Laura?
Yeah, Laura. She's going to be a Star Wars Acolyte now.
Cool.
I'm very excited for this show.
Yeah,
It's gonna be towards the end of the High Republic era. I've been waiting on Disney, Lucasfilm. It don't matter. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for something in the High Republic era. That's when Jedis were badass. That's when the Sith were badass. That's when everybody was badass, and they were just cutting people down. You know, going back and forth with each other. Hey, gang, let's go get this Sith. Oh, no, let's go, gang. Let's get these Jedi. And they were just duking it out. So I'm really excited for the show. And hearing that she's attached to it now, I'm even more excited.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It sounds really good.
She's a solid actor. If you guys haven't seen her in Logan, go see her in Logan. She has more movies out there, but she really does give a performance in that one. So, yeah. Any thoughts on this show? Any thoughts on the casting so far?
No, they all sound good, and I'm really excited for this one as well because, again, the High Republic era was a crazy ass era. It was a time of peace. You know, there was not much going on. You did have the Sith, but they were scarce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You only really had the dark side users.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to see all of it come together in live action too.
Yeah, that show is the one that I'm really looking forward to. So they need to hurry up. And seeing how they made Andor, if they're gonna keep to this formula and keep pushing forward, I'm really excited for the future of Star Wars. Still no movies though. I'm keeping an eye on that. We also got news that Audrey Plaza is gonna be reportedly the villain in the Agatha series. Emma Claudfield's going to be in there. Joe Locke. People are thinking that he's going to be an older version of Wiccan in there. Elizabeth Olsen is potentially going to be in there. Yeah. I like Audrey Plaza. I'm going to watch it because of her now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Listen. I know what we were saying in the last couple episodes. Shut up. We know. But that was before they threw in her.
Yeah, if she's coming in, I'm watching the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it because of her.
She needs to be in every episode.
Exactly.
Yeah, she's the name that really popped out. As soon as I heard Audrey Plaza, I said, "Hey, Agatha's on the top of my list now. I'm watching that one."
I was like, Agatha show. I'm not sure I'm feeling it. Oh, we might have Wanda. Okay, cool. Joe Locke, who's that? Nah, give me Aubrey.
Yeah, I need her. She's in a. I love her in any role that she plays. She's this like goofy, serious, comedic. She could play crazy if she wants to play crazy.
Yeah.
If she's not crazy already, I'm not sure. Yeah. She plays it so well. I'm not sure, but she's gonna be in this show, man, and. Now I'm 100% down for it.
Yeah.
Need to watch it. We also got word that Bob Odenkirk is Odenkirk. He's gonna be in Wonder Man as well.
Soul.
He was in Better Call Saul. Yeah. He was in Mr. Nobody, or that Nobody movie. He's a great actor as well. Yeah. And he's gonna play a vital role in the series. So. I'm not sure who he could be playing, but I mean, they're getting some banger actors in these shows now. I don't know.
It's gonna be good.
A lot of unknown mixed with known actors, and I think Marvel's kind of been killing it with the casting lately. So I'm kind of excited to see what both of them are going to be doing in these series. You know, Marvel's killing it in the casting game. I'll tell you.
I'm excited to see if Bob Odenkirk is in it because. I don't know, you haven't seen it, but a lot of people are going to be watching for him, I think, because he's Saul Goodman.
Yeah. So, yeah, look out for those. Got some new castings out for him. We'll keep you guys updated anybody else comes through. I mean, I don't know how they can top Audrey Plaza, but if they do, we'll let you guys know 100%. And this is going to lead us to our last topic. And our last topic is, so Ryan Coogler had recently went to go talk about Wakanda Forever and basically said how it was this completely different story at first before, Chadwick Boseman's death, RIP. That it was basically going to be about Endgame and the blimp. It kind of feels like it's following suit with the TV series. They showed with Black Widow the blimp. They showed the blimp with what was it in Hawkeye? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically showing the repercussions that came with it. So this one was supposed to basically be that grief movie of like that time lost with T'Challa and all that. From what he was saying, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think that would have made a better movie?
I'm not too sure. I know it probably would have hit different, like emotionally, because there was a lot of time between. 5 years is a long time before he showed back up, and then they had to stop Thanos. So who knows how Wakanda was really like handling all that? You know what I mean? Because we don't know if Shuri got dusted. We know Okoye? She didn't get dusted.
She didn't. We know that his friend, what's his name in the movie? The big brute. What's his name? In the other side.
Damn. His name escapes me.
I forgot his name, but yeah.
M'Baku?
Yeah, him. That he got dusted as well. So I thought it would have been cool to see kind of that. In my opinion, I was thinking like this movie. Before we got trailers and everything, my speculation was that they were basically gonna make a movie in that time span. Namor basically coming through and demolishing the city while T'Challa was blimped and all that stuff. I was thinking that was probably how it was gonna go. Obviously with his passing and everything, they had to tweak some stuff. Because I knew Namor was supposed to be in this movie since the beginning. Like he was planned. So that's what I thought that they were probably gonna do. Obviously with the fact that his passing and everything, they had to change things up. I'm still excited to see, but I was thinking that they were going to basically, go throughout the movie, show them battling without him, and at the end of the movie, show that the blip brought him back, and then take us into the end game. You know what I mean? Take us into end game kind of thing. Like he got brought back, the grieving process, stuff like that, and then, that's what my theory was, but seeing the way that it's coming out, it seems like it's going to be, how they said, a more of a tribute to Chadwick Boseman now. So it's going to be, basically passing on the mantle to somebody else and, respecting the legacy that he left behind.
Yeah, it makes more sense that way. It's good that they changed it up so it could be a memorial to him and stuff, which is really good. He was a great Black Panther and all that. Since Civil War, his own movie, and then in Infinity War and Endgame, he was good. I'm not too sure about before his passing what the movie was going to be like. Again, I heard the rumors where it was going to be like this documentary thing. And I wasn't too much of a fan of that when I first heard it. So the fact that they did change it for his passing to make it better and like give him that memorial, it's good. It's so much better, I think. And I do love Namor. I know he's going to be good. I just think it's going to be a really good movie. It's good that they changed it up that way.
Yeah. Still exciting to see. I like that they, made it to be that tribute. Whatever movie it was going to come before, unfortunately it's not going to happen. But this movie still is going to... It's just so heartbreaking to hear. It's heartbreaking to hear that they were, that they had this plan and they T'Challa was going to go far in these movies and, his untimely passing made all these changes and, maybe for the better. Like you said, there was rumors coming around that, you probably were thinking like, but I think with these changes and, what they're doing and to basically make it different than the rest of the Phase 4 movies, I think we're going to get a really, really top-notch movie out of this Wakanda Forever. So
Yeah, it'll definitely be pretty good, I think.
yeah. And with that being said, to wrap it up, we just have Godzilla. We got some more details. Apparently, we got a movie coming out November 3rd of 2023, confirmed by the Godzilla Twitter. But it's going to be a Japanese Godzilla movie. It's going to be a Japanese style kind of, oh, it's Godzilla! It's going to be one of those. So it's gonna be great. It's going to be kind of like a Japanese style. When more information comes out, we will be here ready to report it to y'all out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, a new Godzilla movie also coming out next year in November. So if you guys love Godzilla and looking forward to that, there's that. With that being said, that's the end of our show today. If there's any news, anything that you feel that we missed that we need to cover on the show, go ahead and comment on our YouTube or go ahead and add us at FilmBros Twitter, at FilmBros Podcast on Twitter. And like we said, if you guys want to listen to our old podcasts in their entirety, they're on YouTube right now. We will, like I told you guys earlier as well, we will be making YouTube videos pretty soon. Our editor over here is gonna be getting the hang of all that, and we're gonna be bringing it to you guys.
Yeah,
very soon.
Yes.
But for now, go ahead and follow all of our plugs. Our TikTok at FilmBros Podcast,
Yes.
Our Twitter at FilmBros Podcast, our YouTube, same thing. Yeah. With that being said, we'll see you guys on the next one, and we'll see you later.
See ya.